Welcome to It's All Gravy, and here's our banging chili con carne video. We're using short ribs and chocolate for our chili to bring a humble dish to the next level. We've used a combination black and kidney beans, been soaked in water for 24 hours, beef stock, tomato juice, a tablespoon of oregano, star anise will massively improve the flavour. Pressure cook for 45 minutes and then set aside in their liquid to cool. Next, heat a pan to a medium heat, add a tablespoon of peppercorns, cumin, coriander. Roll around in the pan until they start to become fragrant, careful not to burn. Add to a mortar and pestle dry spices, a tablespoon of smoked paprika, 2 tablespoons of chili flakes, depending on how hot you want it, and then grind away until broken down. We are now going to start the base of our chili sauce. Chop onions, garlic. We have chosen jalapenos, but any chili would work. Now for our secret weapon, chipotle chilies. Heat a pan with corn oil to a medium-high heat. Add your onions and cook until slightly translucent. Then add your chili, garlic, a pinch of salt, and reduce the heat for a couple of minutes before adding your chipotle chilies, followed by your dry spice mix. Cook until it starts catching on the bottom and your whole house feels like it's under a nerve gas attack. Then add a tin of tomatoes, 200 ml of beef stock, next, season the ribs well with salt. Heat a large frying pan on a high heat with a small amount of oil. And colour all sides of the ribs. The ribs will have produced a lot of excess fat, which you really don't want in your sauce. Have your chili sauce ready in a pressure cooker, then add your ribs. This will need 50 minutes. If you don't have a pressure cooker, buy one, as these are great tools to have in your arsenal. Alternately, you could slowly braise them in the oven for 3 hours. Next, move on to your corn salsa. Boil your corn for 10 minutes in salted water. Let your corn cool down slightly. Then lay it flat on the board to remove the kernels from the husks. Carefully rotating the corn, the aim is to keep the kernels intact. These will add some texture to your dish. Make the effort to use fresh corn. Don't be tempted to use tinned, as you will be rewarded at the end. Finely dice peppers, red onions, then add lime juice, olive oil, and season with salt. Next, move on to the guacamole. Squeeze lime juice in a large bowl. Dice up your avocados. Add a tablespoon of olive oil, salt. Break up with a whisk before adding finely diced spring onions and coriander. Starting with your crispy tortillas. cut your tortillas into 12 even triangles. These will add some texture to your dish and are fabulously addictive, which could be served as a snack with your guacamole beforehand. Fry in hot oil, turning until golden brown. As soon as they're out the fat, season with salt and Cajun seasoning. Cook your brown rice in salted water for 20 minutes or until tender. Shred your meat into bite-sized chunks. You don't want to puree it, as you want to keep some texture to the dish. Remove the excess fat with a ladle, which you really don't want in your sauce, so don't skip this step. Drain your beans, discarding the liquid. Then add your beans and shredded meat back to your sauce. And then get ready for your second secret weapon, dark chocolate. This adds a richness and a slight sweetness that will have everyone questioning how you've made the best chili they've ever tried. Garnish with grated mozzarella, sour cream, pickled jalapenos, and coriander. And there you have it, banging short rib chili con carne, the all gravy way. And don't forget, get on board the gravy train and subscribe.